defenders, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk the news, because guess what? Edina, Minnesota is going full throttle stupid.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Let's talk about them for a minute. Now, Edina is throwing their weight into the gun control debate in the state of Minnesota after the Annunciation Church shooting. Now, we're already past the event at this point, and they're following in the footsteps of what St. Paul is wanting to do. Now, what St. Paul has tried to do is pass a series of ordinances that would ban the sale of AR-15 or military-style assault weapons, the ban and possession sale of high-capacity magazines, standard capacity magazines, and the possession and sale of ghost guns, so anything that would be 3D printed, even though that's technically protected by the Heller case and federal law. And what they're coming into problems with and running into a brick wall are going to be a series of major lawsuits. Now, they passed their ordinances, and this was penned and passed then under the now previous mayor, Mayor Carter, as we now have a new mayor coming in, the illegal immigrant or self-described illegal immigrant, Vang, who is now the mayoral candidate or mayoral-elect. And these laws come into problem and conflict with the preemptive clause for the state of Minnesota and state exclusivity, essentially establishing that no municipality, county, or jurisdiction in the state of Minnesota can pass gun laws. And the only laws that matter are the ones passed by the state of Minnesota and federal laws. Those are the only ones that are recognized. So this is where it's coming into major conflict, because essentially St. Paul set forth a series of ordinances that would be enforceable and enactable if the preemptive clause is repealed, and that's what they're pushing for next. And as of this moment, though, we have the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus that has definitely penned their letters, their angry worded letters, but is also pushing forward lawsuits with this. And they've definitely done well as far as winning lawsuits in the past. So, hey, I recommend giving them their full support. Support them, support the Firearms Policy Coalition, Second Amendment Foundation, some of these bigger groups that are doing heavier lifting also. Now, what is Edina doing? Edina is now throwing their weight into this too, and literally with members of the city council stating that, and I quote, "The second reality is that if we really want to take action, I think we should just do it, regardless of the preemptive clause. And then if it goes all the way to the state Supreme Court, then so be it. We will, even if we lose, we will make our voices loud and heard." And that's what they're attempting to do. So they've already begun penning these laws, and essentially it's going to be very similar to St. Paul's. So they believe they can pass it in two parts. The first part being safe storage laws, which they think they can get passed no problem. But then the other hand is what they're following in suit with St. Paul, where they're going to ban AR-15s, high-capacity magazines, and ghost 3D printed guns from city limits. And right now they're already coming into conflict with the police, with police officers and chiefs saying, like, well, our duty is to the Constitution and the laws written as there is, and the preemptive clause prevents this. So they're going to try to pin these laws, and they're going to run to the same thing, where essentially it is going to have an enact date. That enact date is going to be when the preemptive clause gets repealed in the state of Minnesota. So you can already kind of see, just like we predicted earlier on the channel in one of our earlier episodes, that, hey, they're going to attack the preemptive clause first. And instead of, because they don't have the votes to pass it at a state level, if they can remove the preemptive clause and get somebody to flip on that, then they can actually start passing municipality and county laws that would then prevent the purchase or sale of these types of firearms or possession of magazines or whatever they want to prevent your ability to actively defend yourself and have a firearm. So that's what's happening in Edina. They've definitely gone just full, they went full retard, all right? And the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus has already penned a letter to them too, and the lawsuit machines are already starting to whir in the process of this. Now, they can't do anything just yet because no ordinances have been passed at this point, but they've begun the process of writing this legislation out, and then should go before city council, I'm going to guess, in the coming months. So anyways, that's what we just wanted to cover, some new developments as far as gun control in the state of Minnesota. So hey, go get involved in that process and start being a part of the solution if you don't want to see your gun rights eroded. So anyways, it's Mike with Aegis Defense Solutions. Remember, stay prepared, not scared. God bless and good night, everybody.